Jesus Christ, really?
Don't forget to become a member of UnrealEntGaming's Patreon for exclusive manga content and early access. Isn't that right, Seth?
I already joined his Patreon today. Tons of great stuff on there, actually. But did you really have to blow up the city?
Yes.
Blew up the domino. You blew up the dominoes and you're laughing. Do you realize the f***ing crisis here?
And you will be next. Unless you subscribe, like the video, and turn on notifications right now.
Or else what? You'll aggressively scream another man's name for several hours?
Kakarot! Kakarot!
Do you think it was a good idea that we brought Broly on planet Cereal?
Obviously it wasn't a good idea, Kakarot. What did you think was going to happen if we brought him here? Did you think that Granolah and Broly were just going to talk? This is all your fault and you know it.
Well, I wasn't expecting for them to fight like this. The whole planet feels like it's about to explode.
Damn it, we have to hurry and stop them before it's too late.
As our story kicks off with our heroes Goku and Vegeta now being shown back on planet Cereal following the events of their battle against Granolah, as with the two Saiyan warriors now being shown observing a very intense battle happening within the distance, it was just as all of this was going on where Vegeta went on to address Goku by telling him, "I seriously cannot believe you suckered me back onto this planet, especially with all that's happened recently," Vegeta says. "You do know that it's only going to be a matter of time before Broly loses his mind again and goes on an absolute rampage, don't you?" "Well, I figured instead of getting on Beerus's bad side again and fighting on his planet," Goku responds, "I thought why not bring Broly here and have him train with Granolah? I mean, who better, right? You remember how good Granolah was when he fought us," as Vegeta responds, "Are you slow or what? That isn't the point, Kakarot. I never said that Granolah wasn't a good opponent for Broly, but you seem to be forgetting that if Broly unleashes that monstrous power of his, then he'll come after us again." "Nah, it'll be alright," Goku responds. "Besides, unlike when we faced Broly before, now we have complete access to both Ultra Instinct and Ultra, you know, that no-eyebrowed form of yours, the freaky looking one. What was the name again? Oh, you think you're funny, huh? Well, no one's laughing, Kakarot. But keep running your mouth then, because once that monster loses all sense of where he is and who we are, you better not be begging me to fuse with you again, because you'll be on your own out there," with Goku responding, "Oh, come on, Vegeta. That's not fair. Besides, just look at them go out there. Granolah hasn't lost his edge since we last saw him, and he seems to be way better than he was before. He's much faster and super sharp. Do you notice Broly struggling to catch him?" "I do, but give it time. Broly's still learning as this goes." As it was only during the midst of action with Granolah being shown evading all of Ikari Broly's energy blasts, it was only through the assistance of having Oatmeal as his AI aid where Oatmeal went on to respond, "Geez, that Saiyan is crazy. Oh, but I got a lock on him for you. Ready?" "I'm ready," Granolah responds. "This shouldn't take long. I've got his vitals in sight." "This ends here, you freak. Now say goodnight, Saiyan. Your body can only take so much, and that comes to experience after fighting your friends Vegeta and Goku. A valiant effort, but you lose, beast." As without even having to think twice about it, with Granolah now shown firing multiple sniper shots directly at Broly's vitals, it didn't appear as though any of Granolah's sniper shots were actually effective enough in putting Broly down, as Goku went on to chime in, "Hey, are you seeing that too, Vegeta? I'm not sure if it's smart on Broly's end to be tanking those Cerealian sniper shots like that without it seriously hurting him," he says. "He seems determined, but I don't know. Broly's adapting to every single one of Granolah's strikes," Vegeta says. Rinos, and that might be the key to how he beats him. But then again, neither of them have gone all out just yet, so it's hard to tell at the moment. Remember, they both have so much more up their sleeves in case one decides to get desperate against the other. Well, at least Broly's able to control himself so far in this fight, right? Goku asks. Usually he loses it by now, with Vegeta responding, "This is going to get real ugly real fast." As back down on the battlefield from the looks of things, it appears as though Broly seems to be tanking each and every single one of Granola's sniper shots, as he appears as though he is now beginning to move ever so closer towards him. That's when Oatmeal went on to tell Granolah, "Granolah, listen to me. You've got to move. None of those vital strikes seem to have done anything to slow the brute down." "No, he's got to have a weakness," Granolah responds. "I'm not letting up against him until he drops, so keep a lock on his vitals until you start to notice something change." But then, it was only midway during Granolah having to be shown firing at Broly where through the smoke, Broly was shown immediately lunging towards Granolah's neck, and from there being shown grabbing onto him. As in a state of panic, that was when Oatmeal went on to advise Granolah by shouting, "Oh no, Granolah, hang on! I'm getting another reading on his blood levels, and it looks like it's changing." What do you mean by changing?" Granolah asks. To which, as soon as we then see how Broly had managed to slam Granolah down onto the ground, it was only from there where Goku went on to chime in by responding, "Geez, I'd hate to be on the other side of that again. Is it me, or is this turning more into a death battle between them out there?" With Vegeta responding, "Maybe not yet, but it will be soon," he says. "This is starting to get very personal between them, and it's like I told you, if anything goes wrong, then it's on you, clown." To which, as soon as we then see how Broly was shown having to drag Granolah's body down onto the ground before having to be shown throwing him into the forest, it was only upon him having to do so where Granolah went on to shout, Get your dirty hands off of me, Saiyan!" "Granolah, focus," Oatmeal says. "You're starting to lose your cool out there, and you have to maintain your composure and not let the Saiyan break your spirit," Oatmeal says. "I'll kill him," Granolah responds. "I'll kill that damn Saiyan. This was supposed to be a sparring match, not a blood fight. Just wait until I get my hands on him. Either he's reached the peak of his power or he's too angry to transform any further. Either way, he's dead." "Easy now," Oatmeal responds. "You don't have to go for blood and kill the Saiyan now. Just try and focus, Granolah." But it would only now appear as though Granolah seems to be too angry to concentrate, with Granolah responding, "No. The hell with that. He's the one who doesn't seem to understand the difference between training and a fight to the death. But I'll make sure to gladly set the example and show him firsthand, Saiyan scum." "Gosh, where was this freak when we needed help against Gas and Frieza a while back?" he asks. "Was he too busy smashing rocks with his head?" "You're a fool. You most certainly aren't as bright as the other two Saiyans, and I'm going to make sure to use that to my utmost advantage." "Yeah, that's right," Granolah says. "Here I am, Saiyan. Come and get me. Come on." To which, the moment Broly was shown attempting to strike Granolah, with Granolah all of a sudden vanishing, it was only upon having to see this where Goku went on to respond, "Hey, look! Granolah did the same thing against us when we fought him. He baited Broly into having him use instant transmission." "Yes, he tricked him into attacking only to sneak up behind him and blast his vitals," Vegeta responds. "Just like he did against us. Broly never battled Granolah, so of course he doesn't know." "Yeah, and unless Broly can somehow turn this around," Goku responds, "I'm not sure if he'll hold out by taking all of these hits much longer." As during this, Granolah did not stop, because even after Broly was shown having to fall down and hitting the ground, Granolah just kept on blasting Broly even while he was down, as Granolah went on to shout, "Yes, there it is, and down you go, beast!" "Amazing," Oatmeal chimes in. "You struck his neck and spine at the perfect moment when he least expected for it to happen." "What a battle! That Saiyan certainly wasn't easy to take down, but you did it. He certainly wasn't easy to deal with, but that ought to teach him, Granolah says. And to think that there are more Saiyans just as strong as Goku and Vegeta out there that still exist is certainly alarming. But I wasn't made to be one of the strongest in the entire universe for nothing. Yes, his energy is rapidly dropping, and so that settles that. He will either die on his feet or remain knocked out for a lengthy period of time. Well played, Saiyans. But I had to do what I needed in order to calm your little friend here down, Granolah says. He was good, really good, but the end result will always and forever be the same. And so now then, was that it? Or do one of you have something else in mind? But then, it was only during mid-sentence where from out of nowhere, a massive energy eruption had then occurred beneath Granolah as Granolah went on to ask, what? Where is all of this energy coming from? No, it can't be coming from that Saiyan. It just can't be. There's no way his power just skyrocketed this much. God, but it is. No, but how, Granolah asks. Was this Saiyan hiding all of this power the entire time? Oh, Granolah, look out, Oatmeal chimes in, through the smoke below. As it was only from out of nowhere where this had now become the very first time that Granolah had gone as far as to meet full-powered Broly, as the overall situation now on Planet Cereal had gone from bad to worse. That's when Vegeta went on to chime in by responding, oh, great, you see? I told you this was going to happen. I told you Broly wasn't going to be able to control his full power. Oh, and now he's completely lost his mind. What in the world happened to him, Granolah asks. He's massive. To which, unfortunately now for Granolah, the moment Broly had found his opening in punching Granolah in the stomach, it was only upon having to see this where Goku went on to respond, oh, this isn't good. The goal was to watch him train in order to have Granolah help him, not have them turn this into a death fight. What do you think we should do? With Vegeta responding, oh, if we don't do something to pull them apart soon, then they'll destroy everything, he says. To where as soon as Broly was from that point then shown grabbing onto Granolah's face and throwing him down onto the ground, it was just upon Broly being shown having to do this where Oatmeal went on to chime in, Granolah, you've got to fight! This is no longer a training session, we've got to fight back! Can you feel Granolah's spirit change, Vegeta asks? It's the same as it was when he battled against us. Oh, which means in a few seconds, we're about to see him fight to kill, just as he did against me and you. Well, we can't have that happen, Goku says. Should we jump in and each take one of them and try to calm them down? I don't think we have much of a choice here, to be honest, Vegeta. Well, go on then, Vegeta says. It was your idea to bring Broly here in the first place, so what's your plan, Kakarot? Oh, well, okay, so how about I go and try and calm Granolah down, and you go and try and calm Broly down since, well, you know, your Ultra Destruction is way better suited for someone like him anyways. Oh, you freak. Who do you think you are, Saiyan? I will not allow you to prevail over me, Granolah shouts. One way or another, I will break you. To where once again, as soon as we then see how Granolah was shown firing multiple sniper shots directly at Broly once more, this time around, none of his sniper shots were now shown being effective in the slightest as Granolah went on to continue. Oh, you can't hold out against me forever, Saiyan. Come on. There, Granolah shouts. I'll snap your neck. To where with Granolah shown tricking Broly as he came up from behind and elbowing Broly directly in the back of the neck, once again, Granolah had now assumed the position that this would be enough to knock Broly out. However, even then, despite Granolah attempting to do this with Broly shown fighting back, it was only from there where Goku went on to continue. I didn't think things would turn out this way, but something's gotta give here, and if only Broly knew how to control this power of his, then none of this would have been an issue. I can't let you overpower me, Saiyan! As with Granolah once again now being shown striking Broly, this time directly in the stomach, this seemingly once again had no effect on Broly whatsoever because the moment Broly had grabbed onto Granolah's skull, and from that point being shown pulling Granolah forward in not only giving Granolah a ferociously powerful headbutt, but Broly had also now gone as far as to hit Granolah with such intensity that it managed to knock Oatmeal off of his head, to where all the while with the two Saiyans having to observe this, that's when Vegeta went on to continue, great. This entire situation is now far beyond our control unless we somehow jump in and manage to de-escalate this battle before the entire universe goes up in flames. games. And if it does, it'll be on your head, with Goku asking, wait, me? Why me, Vegeta? That's not right. But I think you're right about us jumping in, because both of them just seem to have lost their focus and are fighting to destroy the other at this point. Why, you giant pile of trash, Granolah says. That does it. Enough is enough, and if I can't find a way to take you down by conventional means, then I'll just blast you into orbit and watch your body drift out and die in the voids of space. This has now moved way beyond the point of training, and I've had it, Granolah continues. You are so much more than the other two I faced, but just like them, and just like Gas, who claimed to be the strongest, they all fell. And now so will you, Saiyan. If you're that strong to take down by force, then let's just see how tough you are when I put everything I have into this next attack and blast you off this planet. Now show me if you have what it takes to survive and stay right where you are. In which, fortunately enough, before Granolah was shown firing his strongest attack directly at Broly, was when from out of nowhere, in between both Goku and Vegeta, Whis was shown having to finally teleport there, as Whis went on to chime in, well, I should have known. There you all are. I thought I sensed something going on around this part of the universe. Oh my, well, this doesn't look good. Hey, it's you, Whis. Oh no, so you can tell this isn't going to end well either, huh? Well, I can see why you'd bring Broly onto this planet and pin him up against Granolah as a sparring partner, but it's best if we cut this party short before things really start to slip out of everyone's control, he says. As Whis did in fact have every reason in the world to worry about this fight having to continue any longer, because it was upon Granolah now being shown firing off his most powerful attack at Broly was where Granolah went on to shout, now let's see what you're made of! Take this, Saiyan! To where it was just when Granolah was shown having to do this where Whis had now gone as far as to teleport in front of Broly by then telling him, well, there we are now. Hello again, Broly. I think it's best if this battle of yours with the Cerealian is put on hold for another time, he says. The situation between you both is too dangerous for it to be allowed to continue, he adds, and I promise that you will have a chance to fight again later, but for now, I think this fight is over, he says. Of course, neither of you want to anger Lord Beerus either, seeing as to how he's currently taking a nap, and so it's better to avoid conflict for the time being, so trust me on this, he adds. I can promise that the two of you will have your chance to settle the score next time. I mean, unless you want to destroy the entire universe, he says. To where seconds later, with Whis shown extending his arm, that was when he had gone as far as to cancel out Granolah's attack by shouting, and that should do it. My apologies for the sudden intrusion, but for the sake of the entire universe, this was rather for the best. What in the world? He negated my strongest attack like it was absolutely nothing to him. What's going on? Granolah questions, with Whis responding, well, to sum it up in the shortest way possible, you two were releasing so much destructive power that if the fight were to be allowed to continue, then, well, you two would have likely destroyed the entirety of Universe 7. So how about for now we all calm down and get a little bit of rest and take a break before training again. It's for the best. To where, as with Whis now being shown calling off the entire situation for the sake of preserving the universe, it was only right then and there during that moment where the Beyond Dragon Ball Super Clash of the Strongest Broly vs. Granolah Manga Chapter 1-Off Special then comes to a close. Now, can you imagine the chemistry and the overall encounter that both Broly and Granolah would have in not only going as far as to meet each other for the first time, but on top of all of this, to have an arranged training session be planned out by Goku and Vegeta simply to get Broly in having to control his power in a better way by training with Granolah. What would be more interesting than anything else is knowing the fact that both characters are two very hot-headed fighters, so one can only imagine how a simple training session would go in having that turn into a death battle immediately, to which I want to go ahead and get your thoughts down in the comment section below about how you believe this fight would go if Granolah were to train with Broly, and if you believe that by the end of it at least one of them would go down, and if so, who would that fighter be and why? To where, as always, I want to thank you all so much for being here, and and thank you all so much for your time and support, and which once again, if you just so happen to be new to this channel and of course love Dragon Ball and anime, then I do encourage you all to head on over and smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications by clicking on the gearbox icon, so that way you guys never miss a single video that is posted onto the channel. On top of giving this video right now a big fat thumbs up by smashing that like button down below if you guys simply enjoyed it, where as always I hope you guys were entertained. Tune back in for more because there's a whole hell of a lot more coming, and with that being said, I will be seeing each and every single one of you guys down in the comment section below and in the next video. Take it easy everybody and have a great day. Peace.
Hello. Did you know that you can stay up to date with the latest Dragon Ball content by simply subscribing to UnrealEntGaming?
Also, don't forget to follow on these social media platforms, you sexy son of a bitch.
Roshi.
Silent Cell, me and the fans are having a moment. That's right. I know what you want. Extra long, thick Dragon Ball content. Quality reviews with flawless editing. Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you? You dirty bitch.
Roshi, the fuck?
God damn it, I need them to subscribe, Cell.
And we're demonetized.
Yeah, screw it. Let's cut to the video.